Aphasia Acess envisions a world where healthcare providers, businesses, and community leaders all know the tools that help people with aphasia navigate life. Whether that life exists in acute or rehabilitation care, ongoing services, or community life in general. As the person with aphasia moves from the hospital setting to an outpatient environment and then into the community, new communication goals are added. Communication skills continue to improve, and family, friends, and other communication partners continue to learn communication strategies. But now, it is very important to focus on creating opportunities for the person with aphasia to participate in social activities. You can help by creating specialized aphasia groups and facilitating participation in many conversational opportunities. Aphasia as a barrier to life participation. One of the most important topics for people with aphasia is the concept of how much does the aphasia interfere with their daily goals. You can help the person with aphasia by discussing this issue openly.
And all along the way, we're challenging the aphasia.
Yes.
We're challenging the potential for aphasia to cause isolation.
Right.
The more it could cause isolation, the more lack of confidence develops, and that person at the party who didn't want to be a wallflower could become one, right?
The aphasia group setting. Aphasia groups provide a number of therapeutic advantages, including the support of being with other people who have aphasia, an opportunity to work on communication skills with a variety of conversation partners, and the chance to participate in special types of groups devoted to specific interests. Here are 3 of the most common group setting benefits. Number 1, connecting with others who have aphasia. When people with aphasia are able to socialize with others who also have aphasia, the disability of aphasia tends to fade into the background, and the focus moves to the topic under discussion or the task at hand. People with aphasia tell us that this is a very valuable experience and contributes greatly to their healing process.
Did the aphasia change your readability, your ability with reading what you love?
In the beginning it did.
Yeah.
The beginning, because, but I'm a person that push no matter what. I was that I take cues from other members in our group. And I use them as a stepping stone for myself. Again, saying, if they can read X number of books, why can I not? So you've pushed yourself, and you'd say your reading is the same as it was before? Now it is.
Now, wow. So, it's great for people to hear that, because some people don't realize improvements keep happening. And a lot of it is turning up and finding the motivation.
Right.
So that's really, really well put. That's great.
Number 2, gaining communication confidence. In a conversational aphasia group, there are many opportunities for each group member to listen to comments and express themselves in one group session. Successful communication attempts in these settings can lead to improved skills and greater confidence. The person with aphasia may try to communicate in other community settings if they first experience success in an aphasia group.
And I think probably a lot of people come to aphasia because they've had a stroke or something, but there's something within us that says, well, you have to maybe move a little bit to try and change things within yourself.
Right.
Number 3, broadening one's perspective on living with aphasia. Each person who has aphasia has a unique understanding of what the condition means to them. In an aphasia group, the person with aphasia may encounter an approach to the condition that they had not previously considered. These alternative attitudes can help in the adjustment process.
And I think my aphasia, in a sense, has made me more aware and thankful for life. So that's it.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Organizing and running an aphasia group. Types of aphasia groups. There are many types of conversational aphasia groups. Some groups focus on communication skills in general, or emotional support, or partner training. Still other groups are organized around a topic or task, such as a book group. Every conversational aphasia group, regardless of the specific goal of the group, addresses the important goal simultaneously, including communication skills and practice, emotional support, and adjustment to the aphasia experience. People with aphasia have a variety of reasons for joining specific groups. It is helpful for the group leader to discuss these reasons explicitly so that everyone understands one another.
So what I'm hearing in all of you, not so much in you, Mary, is the talk of the aphasia. Right?
That's because I don't think about it.
You don't think about the aphasia?
No. Mm-hmm. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you actually would like, you said the organization suggested this for you. But now that you're in the book group, you are more focused on actually getting into a book. Concrete, like, let's get the book, let's get into the task.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tend to be pretty focused on the task of reading that book and using this as a book club.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Group facilitation. As the group leader, you will be using your skilled communication strategies so that you can ensure that everyone understands what is being said, is aware of the topic being discussed, and is able to get their point across. Introductions. In the first session, you will want to help everyone introduce themselves. It is helpful to have some activities and materials prepared that will encourage the members to share some personal stories. You can use graphic materials to help explain complex concepts.
Anyway, but I thought let's really try and get to know each other more than just a name. Okay, so we've actually got some material that we have devised recently here. And the goal of this material was to really try and help people talk about their lives, who they were, who they are now, and who they're going to become in the future, obviously integrating the stroke and some changes. I love the first question. The first question, if you're willing, you have to be willing, okay, because they're kind of a little bit risky, right? Who are you at a party? Okay.
Communication strategies in the group setting. You will continue to use effective communication strategies in the group setting, including writing key words to focus the conversation on the topic, pausing to give members the necessary time to respond, and turning your body posture towards the person who is expressing themselves.
One of the things that I would like to get from the book group, and I don't know about what the setup is speaking, because there's a big difference between reading and speaking.
Yeah.
I can read the newspaper, but to say the words, what I'm reading, is a different set of
So
tasks.
are you talking about reading aloud?
Yes.
Okay. So you could have meant, while I'm listening, reading aloud or describing what you had read. I wasn't sure which you meant. Which did you mean? Reading aloud or describing what you read? I'm just making notes here so that we can all sort of stay online with this. So which did you mean? Reading aloud or describing what you read by saying it? By describing it? Talking it?
Making sure that everyone understands. As you would do in a one-to-one interaction, in a group setting, you will need to stop frequently to make sure that you understand what each person has communicated. In addition, you will also need to summarize and synthesize the main ideas so that you can move the discussion along.
You, for me, listening to you talk, you're actually talking right into the middle of these two ladies' experiences. You know, you're talking about the richness of loving your country and feeling like home is it and it satisfies you. You talked about seeing the world and the richness of it and holding that in your memory as so special. And you're talking about being able to see the world is right here, actually, in Toronto, even though your wings have been clipped by the stroke and the aphasia.
Humor. Humor is one of the best ways to build group cohesion and encourage the group members to contribute to the discussions. It can ease tension and help people feel that they belong to the group.
I think I do too much talking.
Really? Has anyone else told you that?
No, not
Okay,
especially. No.
So
I think they want to tell you that.
Yes, probably.
I'm a little afraid of this. I'm a little afraid of this group already, I'm telling you.
In working at the outpatient and community phase of the pathway, you are ensuring that the person with aphasia will be an active participant in those activities that are important to him or her. Here, you are creating a supportive social environment with people who know how to communicate effectively so that the person with aphasia can live well, despite the aphasia. This supportive social environment is the communication ramp that enables the person with aphasia to have many rewarding life experiences.